Hey folks, how you doing? We are live. I'm doing a quick little live thing. Testing out some software. Still testing out software, yes. There's an option to add a second camera. So I have a second camera on the side. I'm not sure what comes out of it. I'm not sure what gets broadcasted. But in the end, I want to see what I get after with recorded results. So if you're watching this, bear with me and I'm going to try some stuff out here. All right, let's see what happens when we do this. All right, I'm seeing the feeds working there. Like I said, what I'm doing here is running two cameras. I think the limitations of this software in its current state is only going to let me broadcast on one, but tape on both. So this is going to be a taping, and the editing I'm going to have to direct everything into later. So I'm checking out to see what the possibilities are with that. So we're going to do a mock up kind of podcast kind of thing right here. I've got chat windows I'm going to check every now and then if you want to drop any comments or questions into any of the chats if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. That's cool too. So we'll commence with our mock up podcast or Toddcast anyway. Okay. So basically, what I got going on here is testing out the software to get these Toddcasts and podcasts, coffee talk, all this good stuff down right. I was going to talk a little bit today about pipes. I'm getting into pipe restoration because I inherited a huge pipe collection. We're going to jump around the story here, so just try to keep up. I inherited this huge pipe collection some 15 plus years ago. And I'd always been into, half into appreciating and using the pipes. But times have come that I have to liquidate this massive collection and try to make some money off of it. While doing that, I got back into the love of smoking these pipes again. So I cracked one out today. I went get some new tobacco. I am trying this GLP's Gaslight. All right, Gaslight. Awesome stuff. And I've never tried a brick of tobacco like this, but I'm cooked now, so that's some good stuff. Wanted to tell you about this particular pipe. When we were very young, we would go over to Harold and Gloria's house. This is the guy that I inherited the pipe from since he had passed back then. But we would go over there, and you see this thing right here? It's a glass and oak cabinet for displaying pipes. That came with the inheritance. When the very first position at the top of shelf of this rack here was this particular pipe. Okay. This is a Mirasham hand carved Turkish pipe by CAO. I know my light's kind of screwing it up there. That's another thing we're working on and getting lighting and all that good stuff down. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. You see the detail in it. It's pretty serious stuff. And the frickin' pipe is huge, right? And old Harold used to say that it was they were watching us. This was Elf on the Shelf before there was Elf on the Shelf. He was watching us because Santa Claus, right? We were young. This pipe scared the hell out of me. And I came across it when I went through the inheritance back 15 years ago and pretty much boxed it up. It's been sitting there. Now that I've got it cracked open, I am appreciating this pipe a hell of a lot more. And it's pretty awesome. I'm showing it off to the second camera now in hopes that I can get some good editing in later to show this thing off. So, yeah, I've got this huge pipe collection now. I'm working on liquidating that. I think there's going to be quite a few blogs that's going to, blogs or podcasts or whatever. It's going to be videos on pipes and pipe care and pipe use and pipe refurbishing, all that good stuff. So that's what I'm doing with this right now. This pipe is pretty freaking awesome. This tobacco is pretty freaking awesome. Good times. So if anybody knows me, they know I'm a big guy. This thing is like damn near the size of my fist. This thing is huge. And it is probably the most prized possession in my collection of pipes from Harold. One story he used to tell me about this thing is that in these pipe clubs they were in, they would have smoking competitions to see who would last the longest, what bowl would burn the longest, and they would techniques to keep your bowl lit. He explained to me the rules were that you get 2 matches. You get 1 match for your pre-light, 1 match to kick it off, and when it goes out, you're out. There's somebody that comes by every 5-10 minutes and makes sure you still got smoke coming out your bowl. This is the one he used to use for that because it is so freaking big. And the man won quite a few competitions because of it. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to show this off, get a little test in with this, and see what I can edit up and make a short little test podcast out of, and we'll see what happens. All right. So if you check this out, thanks. Appreciate you. I'm going to put this up in a bit. We'll see what happens. Thanks, you guys.